Police union Popcru has condemned the shooting at Tembisa Hospital yesterday, in which an assistant nurse was killed. Lebogang Manene was shot dead, allegedly by her ex-lover, a police officer. He's in critical condition after turning the gun on himself. And Popcru says while such acts create reputational damage to the SAPS, many officers have deep-rooted underlying issues. Well, to discuss the necessary support that police officers need is Popcru's Richard Mamabolo. Mr. Mamabolo, thank you so much for joining us. I mean, obviously what happened yesterday was absolutely horrific. We saw scenes outside the hospital now of the victims' colleagues praying for the family, and it was heartbreaking. But it's not the first time we've seen a police officer turn the gun on a partner and himself, is it?
No, it's not the first time. In fact, such incidents are occurring on a regular basis. I think over a period of the past 3 years, we've seen an average of 20 per year, 20 suicides per year. And of course, the worst thing is that these tend to affect families of those who commit these suicides, because before this commission of suicides, in most cases, you would find that they actually also kill some of their close relatives. So it is a quite concerning matter. And of course, as much as we condemn this act, I think it would be pointless just to condemn alone. We obviously need to look into what could be the factors behind these suicides. And of course, I think in the SAPS, in the main, what we have found is that they are mainly caused by issues around infidelity, issues around over-indebtedness. A lot of our members within the SAPS are highly indebted. And of course, this normally happens with the younger generation of police officers who are between the ages of 20 and 35. So that demonstrates the kinds of pressures that they are faced with. And of course, mainly the working conditions, which are quite strenuous at a time when there are budget cuts and there's understaffing. And of course, a lot of officers are facing disciplinary hearings.
Richard, I mean, a lot of young people are in debt. There are a lot of young couples who are dealing with infidelity. But our police are 11 times more likely to commit suicide than the average citizen, and 5 times more likely to commit suicide than their international counterparts.
Yes, I think it comes with the territory. Look, the environment that our police officers work under is such that they are exposed to violent scenes, gruesome scenes, car accidents, murder scenes, and all these other scenes. And on top of that, so that has got a lot to do with their mental stresses. And now the SAPS has obviously recognized this challenge for some time now. And what was introduced as an intervention with the employee health and wellness programs, which were obviously aimed at improving the mental conditions of our members due to the experiences that they face on a daily basis. Now, the challenge has been that a majority of these members feel that these programs have not been consistent. In fact, they have also shown to be, to be inconsistent in the fact that whenever they would report to those programs, the information would be leaked to senior officials. Now, within the SAPS, when you need to obviously apply for a higher rank, you would need to obviously be assessed mentally. And that has been part of the hindrance. So members feel that due to the non-confidentiality of these programs, it has compromised their opportunities of getting senior positions. So those are some of the stresses that are faced. And we think that these programs should focus on being proactive instead of being reactive, because in most cases they are only available only when incidents have happened. So there is a large need of these programs across stations. But if they are not consistent, we believe that we'll still see a rise in the number of mental disorders within and amongst our members.